Welcome, Sagittarius, to your beginning of the month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, this is for the 7th through the 15th. Okay. And I do have a new channel for meditation, so you can find all of that in the description area underneath this video for those of you who watch the meditation videos. Okay. Getting that started up for you guys. That way our channel is not just full of meditation. Actually, got creative and decided, let's build a channel. That'll even be better. Okay. And of course, they'll be linked together for you once that gets monetized or does whatever it's supposed to do. Right. Okay. It is linked to this channel for now, but I cannot link that channel to this channel until I think 30 days or until I get through all the, 4,000 watch hours and all that. So we'll see how that's going to work. Okay, my friends, let's get into this and see what's going on with your energy. Best message for Sagittarius. Message for Sagittarius, 7th through the 15th, please. Oh, look at that. The Hermit popping out. Look at that. There you go. Oh, time for reflection. First says it is time for reflection. A lot of you have already been in a reflection mode. Feels like you might already be trying to kind of take those steps to kind of hermit yourself away from things that maybe you don't want to deal with, or reflecting upon what it is that needs to be changed. Things of this nature. So let's go ahead and clarify on the Hermit. This card not only clarifies on the Hermit, but the entire reading. This message, please. For clarifying on the Hermit. Well, it came up upside down, so I'm just going to leave it there. It's saying where the hopeless and helpless was, you are changing that energy. Spirit is saying it is time to change that energy. It is time to access all the power that you have through meditation and really getting down to what needs to be changed. Really figuring out what needs to be changed and deciding which new movements you need to move in and taking the right steps to change the situation. Through this card, upside down is saying that you are going to recognize through this meditation and this really gaining clarity about the situation, really thinking about it. You're going to really recognize that you have the ability to create relationships of your dreams. And nothing can hold you back unless you allow it to. So right now is the time to take charge, step into your power, and watch your relationships flourish, or whatever situation you are going through. Let's bring some power back into the situation instead of allowing the situation to control you. Okay, so very nice. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, recent past, and the near future. Time to take the power back. And even if you felt like you had some control, maybe there's still something, though, that's going on, guys, that makes it still feel like, well, what needs to be done? What am I missing? Reflecting upon that situation. Stepping back into a corner to figure it out. Because remember, perception's only hindsight 20/20. We can only see it from one point of view until we step back and we really observe the situation in a different point of view. Okay, yes, because it has you stuck at this moment. So you're reflecting on what has you stuck. Why is this not moving the way I want? I want it to move. Like I said, maybe you did give it a lot of power, but maybe not enough. And I would love for this reading to come into the chakra reading, because then it could really show us exactly how you could reflect, how you could really change and empower the steppings that you have going on, right? And really creating that moment for you to where you could let go of any emotions that you have attached to the hopeless situation and not allowing those emotions to overtake any of your thought process. So that would be wonderful, right? That'd be wonderful to come up into that situation, right? Because then you could say, well, now I can make it to where my behaviors can match my emotions, right? Instead of the other way around. Okay, so in the recent past, yeah, bad communication or no communication or not enough communication. And maybe it's not enough communication within yourself, not really taking the action just yet to really, like I said, really matching the communication that you have with yourself about the situation and then bringing the emotions in to match it. So having a tower moment over here, I wouldn't get worried about that tower though, because where you're going with the hermit over here to actually allow this process to take its steps, you're going to have some kind of overwhelming factor within the situation that can bring that old piece down, allowing that tower to fall. And I believe it's just emotions and thoughts of how you were doing things from the past so that you can be inspired to build, build again, right? Bringing it down to the foundation so you can build something positive up that's not going to overwhelm you. Because like I said, with the hopeless and the helpless, right? You need that change. The only way to change is to be aware that this isn't working. And maybe you're thinking too, it was kind of working, like I said in the beginning, but a lot of the tower is old. So I think the problem is that you've never completely destroyed the tower. You just tried to build new, we'll just say, you built new floors of your tower on old floors, right? So therefore, the old way of thinking is still kind of there. It's not completely been destroyed. So, you really change something and bring it into the present of where you really want to be in the future, you really have to destroy the whole foundation, not allowing the past thoughts of this might not work. You can't bring those things with you into the present because they don't have any room for that. That's no change, right? And there it is. Emotional, mental distraughtness. And trying to change that. I do feel that you did try to change that, but I do believe that in the recent past, it has a grip on you. And that's why you're here. Right? Because you want to be committed. You are keeping committed. You are keeping faithful to trying this new thing to make it have a huge turnaround, whether it's a relationship or whatever it is, that you're doing, my friends. But the problem is that these emotions always get the best of us. And that's why I said I would really love to see this in chakra. So that way we could balance those out and learn how to open up the heart to a release, right? What is no longer needed. Okay. So over here, and this is, and it, like I said, you're very faithful and committed to getting to where you want. You're just missing a piece. So you have it stuck over here because it just feels like instead of having it completely move the way you want it to, I think sometimes it descends. So I think that sometimes it moves good and then it either stops or it starts going a little backwards. However it is, it's not moving in the direction that you want it to really to really flow through. Let's put it that way. Because it does feel like you really want to move to the top within this situation. But the more you feel stuck about how it's going to move, how it's going to flow, it becomes very worrisome. So definitely time to stop, to figure it out. There it is, meditate. It's time to stop and figure it out because you are stuck. And if you're going to be stuck, the best thing you could do is think about it, right? Meditate upon it, figure it out. How am I going to get down over this? How am I going to success? How am I going to succeed within this? How is this going to really take off to progress and to become successful? And it's almost like, what is the step you're missing? Well, I just told you what it was, right? So the devil, it does feel like it becomes toxic and overwhelming. You might even feel sometimes like you're in a karmic cycle. The karmic cycle is when you have put yourself into by doing exactly what I said before. Not allowing yourself to take it all the way down to ground level but continually trying to build new floors on something old, right? We just can't really do that because it brings back all the emotional ties of being unsuccessful or how it went down this way, bringing up old memories, things of this nature as you're looking back at the old floors. So if you still have the first 4 floors are nothing but worrisome, then it's not taking you anywhere except for back down the stairs. Oh, that's what it said here, right? Back down the ladder. So, yeah, you don't want to chain yourself up with your own negative ways of thinking. That's that behavioral change. When you wake up in the morning, make sure that you tell yourself, okay, today is a brand new day. Today is something that I want. Match your behaviors with your intentions. Don't let yesterday be the thoughts of who you were, yesterday. Make your thoughts who you want to be today. Be passionate for the things that you really want and then start elevating. We're going to elevate, right? We're going to elevate. So we're going to take this all the way down and then we're going to elevate it all the way back up. This elevation is the change in your energy to free the past emotions, right? To get to new emotions. The new emotions are what you desire, where your true commitments are, right? But we have to change the predictability, because the predictability in your head, if you're not getting rid of the original foundations, the predictability is, oh shit, we're going back down to the first 4 floors. So in this tower, you could say the first 4 floors are the old floors, the first, and then, the next 4 floors up to the 8th floor, right? 5th through 8 are the new floors. Well, you have to change the predictability, because if you don't see that predictability changing, you just become predictable. And you're going to see the predictable outcome as why is floor 5 through 8 empty? Why are they vacant? Because the predictability of what your mind is saying is that the first 4 floors are non-vacant. That's where all your energy is still holding. I hope that makes sense. So now you want to start with waking up in the morning and saying, I feel better. No more predictability. This will change the emotional outcome of what you have and getting you to the present and being able to see what the future is, right? And that's why I'm saying if we could do the chakras, we could even learn more about that and really get into the basis of that. I gave a lot of it anyways, just in case it didn't get there. Just in case it doesn't come up, right? It's like, okay, well, so I gave a lot of it away anyways. It's just what I do. Yes, because you're going to take control. So you're going to take control, just like I just said, of that situation. Not allowing the first four floors to have any of that control. And that's what it said here. Overcoming the situation, right? Because, I mean, look, guys, if we turn it this way, it could say that the first 4 floors are where the hopeless and the helpless live and reside. You're saying, I don't want to reside there anymore. 5 through 8. Whoa, and the card is 8. Well, 8 is the happiness, and that's the manifestation. So what you're saying is, I don't want to be there. But the problem is you need to just tear it all down, start again. I don't like the idea of having the predictability in the back of the mind, right? Saying, well, I don't know, it can only go so far until it crumbles again, right? And then we're all going to have to go back down to the first floor. Screw that first floor. We're making a new one. Because that's yesterday's first floor. That's the first floor of helplessness. Second floor, hopelessness. Third floor, destruction. You know what I'm saying? Fourth floor, emotional distress. Nope. You need to name them something different. Right? And this will get you out of the grief. This will actually bring in better energy for you, bringing you back up to where you need. So as you're reflecting upon the situation, you're going to say, oh, all of this needs to change. Make that board, right? Make that future board. right? This is the place I'm going now. Tell yourself I'm on my way. Thank you for allowing me to make these new floors, because I don't like them anymore. They're made of hard concrete. Now I want them made of beautiful wood. Yeah, because where it is it's saying where you're going now, it can only hold so much passion, right? The desire can only be so much. Guys, I don't care if this is a love relationship, a job, it doesn't matter, because if you're holding on to old predictable ways of the way someone treats you, well, me and Taurus were doing very good, but I knew they were going to end up just like Pisces and hurt me. Why did you say that? Why did you think that? Why would you even assume that? This person is not even that person at all. They don't even have the same qualities. I want to tell you right now. There's only pretty much two qualities that Taurus and Pisces even have in common. Is that, they hold, compassion, and they hold the give and take, right? But otherwise, that's about it. Because each sign holds a little bit of everything everybody else does. That's what makes compatibility. But in seriousness, on a personal agenda, Pisces is nothing like Taurus. Taurus is stubborn, obstinate, won't stand down from an argument. Pisces, you argue with them, they're gone. They shut down, they're gone. See you later. And even if they don't physically leave, good luck, because there's a bubble around them. It's impenetrable, you know what I mean? It's like, did you hear me at all? Nope. Don't see you, don't hear you. You got, two different energies in itself at all. So if you're putting people in other people's shoes, or you're thinking this commitment's not going to be any different than the last one, or you started out good thinking this is going to be awesome, and then all of a sudden you allow that predictability to get back into your mind, that is not changing. That's allowing an outcome that you're manifesting to the universe, and law and attracting that to come this way. Now, the crazy thing is they may not even feel this way, and they may not even do it. It was you who sabotaged the situation, right? For predictability. There it is, Page of Cups. Allow it to flow, and allow the universe to give you exactly what you need, and then accepting it back towards you, so that way you can have what you deserve. How about that? What you are worthy of, because you're worthy of so much more. And find that worth in saying this is exactly what it is. Screw that predictability, right? So once you allow the tower to fall, so as you're working on this, you're going to see more offers. Let's just go there for a second. You're going to see more offers. You're going to see this, if it's a relationship, you're going to see this person in a different light, because you're going to get rid of all of that, which once existed within your mind. And then the stress and all the restraint is going to go away. And that emotion that works on the behavior will then dissipate as well. And you're going to allow more things to flow, more things to come at you, and more opportunities. And it's going to be actually the opportunities you desire. Because the Page of Cups is saying, I'm giving you what you desire. I'm giving you these opportunities for things that you want, and that you deserve. So you're going to see this person in a different light. You'll see, because you, like I said, your way of thinking and everything is going to change. So definitely in the present, I see a huge change coming as soon as you get yourself away from the predictability. Let's just keep it there. I think that's the best way to say it, because it's what you are toxically thinking could possibly happen. And with the devil, it could be self-sabotage on your own, and it's unconscious self-sabotage, meaning you don't know, right, that it's going on. So Spirit says there's so much more that you need to do. So please reflect upon the situation. With the tower, we'll move right over here. It's saying knock that tower, guys. Let it overwhelm you, because you know what? It doesn't matter, because it's already overwhelming in you in its own way. But I think now the overwhelming is once you come to the understanding of what's happening with the Page of Cups, the overwhelming is going to be, how do I change the predictability? How do I knock this down so that I can get inspired with the right touches, with the right things, the right attitudes, the right things coming at me? How do I make the law and attraction rebuild? It's all positive energy, right? And it's going to take a while to rebuild, of course. But I think the more you're going to understand that that's what it is, you're going to want that that lightning to strike, right? And you're going to want it to happen as quick as possible so you don't have any sabotage, so you don't have any those predictabilities even kind of sneak up on you, right? Because you already feel like some of it's already kind of sneaking back. Why is it doing this? I don't understand, right? Before you actually have the true loss. So you're allowing the tower to fall so you don't lose what you're passionate about. This card is not saying you're losing the passion. It's saying beware. The tower is a beware. If you don't allow it to knock itself down, you will lose what you're passionate about. Allow it to gain access, right? Ace of Wands, do not take that type of Ace of Wands. And I'll tell you why that Ace of Wands is in reverse and why it's like that is because it's saying every time that this happens, you wave the white flag, you say it's okay, everything's going to be fine, and then you continue the cycle again. This is saying do not continue that same cycle because I want this wand, which you think is so wonderful, which is not, right? Because the universe is saying I have a different wand for you. I don't want you to take this one. I want you to wait. I want you to see what can become better. I want you to take this tower. I want you to reformate the way you're thinking and the way you're doing things, you know, so you don't have the great loss, so that I can reiterate this for you. So if you feel like, you know, you're trying to make up for yourself in the way you're thinking and saying, oh no, I'll just do it again. I'll do it again. Don't, no, that's a cycle. No, you're saying, nope, not going to do it. I'm not going to apologize to myself for allowing this to happen. I'm knocking that down so that I can have better things because the universe is going to hand me a better wand. Because that wand only lasts for so long. We notice this. Yes. Oh, and in fact, the universe says, no, I want you to have self-growth. I'm not going to just offer you a wand yet. I want you to go through the clarity, to having the understanding. You're going to have so much clarity and understanding that's going to come through this because of the hermiting and because of the understanding that you're going to have the self-growth. Then you can get your Ace of Wand. But yeah, they're going to put this new beginning and a fresh new start. Now see, gotta love that because now they're saying the tower that you're breaking down is going to be obliterated, right? But they're going to give you a fresh new start. So see, they don't want you to take this one because it's not a fresh new start. This is just the same cycle you keep going over and over and over and over and again and expecting, taking the wand and expecting a different outcome, but yet not really doing a whole lot, right? That this one says, no, 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 because now you have a better understanding and the clarity of understanding why the tower is knocked over, why you want to do this so you don't lose. And this is a brand new, fresh start. Now your tower is being rebuilt. And this one is more stable. Wow, you got your own card coming out of stability. Now you get the wand. Now look at the wand in your hand. You're getting a new wand, right, of stability, of emotional change, that is true power, true courage, and that will take you into a different cycle except for the one that you have. And this one is more passionate because you're going to get rid of the old emotions, the old, no, because every time I do this, it ends up this way. So now I'm going to wait for it. No, you're saying, nope, I'm waiting for new things. And I'm not worried about what the old past emotions are. So that's really stepping up to the plate and taking on new behaviors. I'm going to wake up in the morning and say, okay, today is a fresh new start. I have nothing to do with yesterday. Yesterday's yesterday. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about what Sally Mae did to me, 2 years ago, because that has nothing in the world to do with what, Susie Q over here is doing. It's two different people, right? So now you have the Wheel of Fortune, and that opens up this whole new change. Now, what is that saying? It's saying it's because it's now a fortunate change, and it is the ultimate change. And so it's opening up this whole different area of your life for you to move in because you've learned. And now you're going to learn how to communicate not only with those around you, but actually within yourself and with the divine, because now you're learning, right? And you can watch yourself do new things. And if you do try to go back to the past, catch yourself and say, nope, that's no place for me. I don't care, I said, what Sally Mae is doing. I'm worried about Susie Q. Two different people. And you're going to keep catching yourself because you're on a learning process over here. And if you said, well, because my business wasn't doing good, you did really good last month, but now I see it in a downswing, so I know it's just going to go right back. No, you're not going to say that. You're going to catch yourself and you're going to say, no, today we're going to wake up, we're going to make some money. Not even worried about what kind of money it is. Just today is a good day. It has nothing to do with yesterday. Right? So you're definitely going to be changing the behavioral patterns of how you think and how you're doing things. And that is very important for the beginning of the month because you have the King of Pentacles coming. See, you have this Wheel of Fortune that I believe is already coming in. And I think that it's just on its way. The universe is just waiting for you to take a step in changing and interacting different with your own patterns, right? Patterns of thought, patterns of emotions. And then you have the Ace of Cups. You got almost every ace here, my friends. You have the only thing we didn't get was the Ace of Pentacles. But yes, and because this is going to bring in this fresh new start in the way that you're dealing with life itself, with everything around you, and perceiving everything from different ways as well. And it's very healing as well because now you're healing yourself from all the past whatevers, the first 4 floors, and now you're rebuilding. Okay, very beautiful reading, my friends. And your relationship, I will tell you, will be so much better, right? Because now you're not going to be looking for the outcomes that you were looking for in the last ones, or job, or the way you make money, or whatever the situation is for you. You know what the situation is. And everybody's is a little different. And maybe it's all in one. Develop flexibility and aim to be in harmony in all environments. Hey, like I said, maybe it was all in one. But you can use this for all environments, right? Because you could say maybe the first floor, maybe this is what I do at work. Maybe this is what I do with money. Maybe, and maybe I do this with love too. Maybe I do this with friendships. Maybe I do this with family. Maybe I do this when I buy shoes, Who knows, right? Maybe you're just like, I'm a mess when it comes to this stuff. I just negative, always think the negative or the worst. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I only think positive about certain things. And because of the past being so, not nice to me, I'm always like this in the past. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's story is a little different. Make gentleness a habit. As you are doing this and you're changing your behaviors, make sure that you're having compassion to yourself. Okay? That way you're not down putting yourself. Because if you're used to ridiculing yourself or, the funny jokes. So if you are used to, making jokes out of yourself, don't do that, right? Because it's not going to help you. That's still past behavior. We don't, those come in at a time when they're needed. But right now, when you're actually in a healing period and you're really trying to do something, those are not the type of things we need to do. We need to lift and make sure you're lifting yourself up. Right. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.